Okay, so I'm at the 7530 and I'm going to do a quick overview of this tractor. I've already popped the hood up, and this tractor was put together in Germany, but it was made here in the United States. Waterloo built all the bits and pieces for this thing, and they shipped them to Germany for assembly. So anybody that is saying that I bought a German tractor and I'm not American, well, John Deere is as American as Chevrolet and apple pie, as you should say. I always said Ford and apple pie. I just got done servicing it, changing the oil and the filters and all that other fun, wonderful things, because let me tell you something. To change oil on this thing is really simple, but it's expensive. I changed fuel filters and all that, so they're running much smoother. As you can see, the European side of this tractor is with the hitch. Very different than the American style hitches, and because this tractor will be, I'm going to leave this hitch style on here. I'm not going to change it. I'm possibly more than likely going to change these lift linkages, or what they call a fast hitch in Europe. I don't like them. I like the American side style ones on that are here. This tractor was produced in Germany, or put together in Germany, and until 2009. 2009 was the first that it was available in the United States for sale here. And it's got some really cool features over some of the other tractors that I had been in of this genre, as I should say. It has 710 70 R38s on the back, and it has 665 28s on the front, which make them tires big and wide and great for loader work. Has some cool features here to raise and lower the lift linkages. It's got that there, and if you're in the back here and your power takeoff shaft is running and you need to shut it off, you can just blink and push that button and it does that. And it's like that on both sides. So it's pretty handy there. This tractor has cab suspension. You can see the little cylinders there. It's hydraulic cab suspension. It has 4 outlets in the back here, and they are all functioning the way they're supposed to. This one here is for the front, so they've added these pieces in the back here, and they run those hoses up for the front linkages, so you can run them like this or there. Doesn't really make any difference. It has a return line there for something. This is your brake line, so if you're going to hook up your electronic brakes, so you got that there going for you. Yeah, this is where you can turn on or off your let's see, why in the hell is that thing not working? Yeah, you can turn on or off your front linkages right there. It goes to the front of the cab. So if you're going to use the back ones and you need to use, you need all 4, you just pull this out here and you turn that, and that shuts them completely off, so that you could do that. Get that back together. The fast hitch works the pickup hitch works very nicely. Up in the cab, I'll show you that procedure. It works in conjunction with the lift arms, where you drop that down and the hook goes down and you can extend it out, grab what you're going to grab, and then boom, boom, it picks it up and locks it boom, into place. And I almost broke my neck on that tire. Let's see. The cab the hood lifts up really nice. Got easy access to your brakes, or the battery, which is I think this is an English style battery. It's not, they don't make them white in the United States. And the other thing is, real nice here, if you do need to jump start your tractor, you can always just come over here and put your jumper cables there, and you're good to go. Of course, windshield washer fluid and everything is there. Timothy left one of those O-rings. This has dual entry, 2 steps on either side for easy entry. The one thing I don't like about the tractor, and that is that it has an EGR valve, which can be deleted pretty easily. I believe there has already been an issue with the EGR valve, as this is a different color than it should be. So more than likely they had EGR problems, and that will be addressed soon enough. If I keep this tractor, I will do an EGR delete on the tractor. Your oil filter is there, easily accessed. It's a little bit of a sloppy sucker though. When I took that off of there, engine oil just spilled out of the top. And I know a lot of guys are like, well, punch a hole in it first. Well, that doesn't do anything. It just drips down anyway, so you're kind of stuck making a mess. So that's kind of a negative on it. But everything else is really easily accessed. If you got, like this tractor will be doing hay work, just slide those screens out and clean them. That's it. You just slide them out and clean them. They're really quite handy. I like it. I like the idea. So, and that one's got a stopper there, so that'll stop you from throwing it on through the other side. This one here, the one in the back, can come out either way. There is a way to completely remove this guy here. You just pull this little guy here and one on the other side, and then that whole thing will slide out if the wheels are turned in the right direction. Air cleaner's kind of cool. Oh, come on. Everything is cold right now, so it's kind of... Hold on a second. I'm going to have to take two hands on that one. Okay, so you pull that thing down and then, boom, that flips up and you change that air filter, which is a big fat cartridge, like so. I don't know if you've ever seen one like this, but there's a secondary in the back there, so it's pretty simple to change out or clean. You don't clean these, you throw them away. They catch everything, is what I was told, that everything gets caught there. So you're not jumping or reaching for the hood. You just pull that little guy down there, gently set her down, and it's good. Light packages are unbelievable. I've got my strobe light, not a strobe light, but my, what the hell do you call that, beacon light up there. And of course it's got turn signals on the front and floods all across the front there. And in the box here, it came with some Category 2 and Category 3 balls for the front and rear hitch. Obviously that's windshield washer fluid. I think I went over that already. So I didn't get the heavy cast wheels on this tractor because they're very uncommon over in England. I got the regular steel dish wheels, which are like a ½ an inch thick. So if I need extra weight on the ass end of this thing, I'll either put a weight box on or I'll buy the wheel weights that go on the center there. Nice turn signals and brake lights, and obviously floodlights. This thing really lights up like a Christmas tree when it's at night. Easily accessed diesel fuel lid, which, you know, is pretty much the same on all of them. And that's the port where it came in. And yeah, you open it up. 3 steps up, actually 4. It's a little steep, but it has the buddy seat that nobody likes to sit in. It's a little bit of a, it's kind of like an emergency seat if you got a problem. And I'll shut the door here. I don't know, it's better than what I grew up on a 4430. The 4430 was, half your ass was on the seat, the other half was on the fender, so I'll have no complaints of that ever. And I'm going to pull this down here a bit, so just don't mind that. And what you have in your field of view, this cab of this tractor is actually, I believe it's a little smaller than what the 7410 is. Or it's exactly the same size. It's close. It may be a little bit smaller, but I have a USB port that goes in there and one there, so you put a memory stick in and play with your radio if you want. Has really nice features here. If I want to throw my sunglasses up there, it's easy enough. I can do that. Nice sunscreen sunscreen there for in the evenings or in the mornings. This is a first aid box. Has no first aid in it, but it does have a first aid box, and obviously you can put whatever you want up in there, but 2 of those come over here. It's got more space in there for the fender. Nice. You can tie down stuff with these little guys here, and there's plenty of power ports you can plug in anything to, including your USB or whatnot. You have your cigarette lighter style power outlet there. Nothing in this little toolbox, even though it's really pretty cool. Your 3 remotes at your fingertips here, and your 4th one is back here. And you can raise and lower to the desired height that you have for your 3-point hitch. Now I'm going to go up front here where your headlights and everything are all controlled on. This has a timer, so when you get out of the tractor at night, you just turn that back and you've got lights to see your where you're going. This is your IVT. This is your transmission speed, forward and reverse, whereas the 8530 is a little different. You can put this in and out. This is your forward, obviously, and this is your reverse. This is neutral. The thing will roll away if the engine's running. Won't start. If it's not, horn is there, only works if the key is on. So let's go ahead and fire this monkey up. Ooh, so pretty lights. Okay, so I've got it started, obviously, and what you see is, let me turn that up just to see here. What you see is the dashboard. This is your RPMs, and this is your miles per hour. You can either do it in kilometers an hour or miles per hour, and that is all controlled through your command center. Command center is pretty much, here's your light. You turn on your beacon light, you can see it flashing in the door in the back. If you need to change anything, you go over here. There is some redundancy with this thing, so you do some of your functions here, and you can do the functions that you set here up here through these buttons. So this is your front suspension, and you hit the check button, and then you can do automatic, max, or manual, which you can, through your little dial, you can go to that, hit the check button, and you can set your front end. Oh, hold on a second. I will set my front end up or down, and you can watch that done right here, right there. You can watch it coming up as I spin the dial. It's very cold, so it's not going to do that very well. So I like it in automatic because that ensures that I'm going to have the most comfortable ride. This is your automatic 4-wheel drive, or this is your standard 4-wheel drive, or full-time 4-wheel drive. You push it once and it's on, push it once and it's off, push it to the automatic, same thing. You can go between automatic and standard to off. You can change your PTO from here. So you go to your PTO speed here. I think we check that thing. Nah, maybe not. Anyway, we don't need to mess with that. PTO speed, we would go to there. And then I can set it to whatever I want. So if I want it on the 1000 RPM, hello, it says 1000 RPM there. If I want it to be the 540E, I hit that one and boom, it's 540E. That's simple. So enough of that stuff. All your hydraulics are pretty much the same as most other tractors, and if you have never used an IVT transmission, these things are cool as hell. So this is my F1, or forward 1. Actually, it's the everything one. It's 1. And this is the second range, 2. Now, if I put my tractor into the forward motion, I put my foot on the brake, and I have the thing set at the slowest level, F1, watch that go up. So I've got it pushed all the way forward. Okay, so that's going to give me 12.4 miles per hour. But I don't want to go 12.4 miles an hour. I only want to go, let's say I'm planting corn. I only want to go 5 miles an hour while I'm planting corn. So I turn this little dial here, and when I turn the dial, it sets it down to that 5 mile an hour mark. And that is the fastest that will go. And if I'm in the high speed there, the high range, and I can set that range 1 to be that speed, or I can set it individually. This one, I can set them forward or reverse and do whatever the heck I want. So boom, I'm going to go 5 miles an hour in first, but I'm gonna go to 25 mile and up to 25 mile an hour high. So first gear, 5 miles an hour. If I get out on the road and I want to really pick it up, I throw it into the high or 2, and I've got my foot on the brake, so it's not going to move at all. And yeah, there you could go. And reverse, again, I can set my reverse, which I have it set to about 2.5 miles per hour on the first speed, and in the second speed I got it at 19 miles an hour. So yeah, it's very controllable transmission. I can go as low, now watch this, in first gear, first reverse 0.04 miles per hour. Now if I do F2, 0.20, F1, 0.4. So yeah, 0.04 miles per hour in forward. We don't want to do that. We actually want to run this thing to, say, 12 miles per hour, and that'll be good. Then F2 is at 26. I can drop that down to wherever, and it has a ratio, so you can do a lot of things with this transmission. It's really cool. Obviously your temperature is here. You can set that to wherever you feel comfortable. This tractor does not have the climate control like the 8530 does. 8530, I can set it to 72 degrees and it will be 72 degrees. So let's turn the lights on, and you can see that I have lights. And let's say we turn the strobe on because we're going to take this thing for a little bit of a ride. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put that thing all the way forward. I'm going to put my foot on the brake, which I don't have to do because this is a brake. If I put it in neutral, you'll see that I'm starting to roll. But I put it in that position there, it puts the brake on, and then it hits the automatic. Now, I'm cruising at 1 mile an hour. What you're going to see me do is put my foot on the brake, or on the pedal, on the gas pedal, which is awesome, by the way. Thank you very much, John Deere. And I'll kind of drive up here past the fuel depot, and there you go, 1200 RPMs. Now, I think I'm warmed up enough. You really kind of want to warm these 6.8 liter motors up before you really get onto them. And even the transmission should be warm. You don't really want to put the juice to them before you get warmed up because it gets a little bit grumpy. Actually, the 8530 will, that's not the 85, the 8120 won't allow you to shift through the gears until you have achieved a temperature, a desired temperature for it to go. So I'm in F1, and it's only going to, F1, which is only going to allow me to go 12 miles per hour, and I'm going to pull out here on the road. Oh, now watch this. I'm not even going to put my foot on the brake, but I'm going to put it into reverse. Can you believe that? Watch this. Boom. Forward. What did it do? It doesn't do anything. This thing is awesome for loader work. Okay? So, put it into four-wheel drive, so now it's going to really grab. I'm not going to slide on the ice and snow. Hey, come on. Watch this shit. I mean, here we go. It's going to slow down. And it's going to go. If I want to stop, I'm not going to put my foot on the brake, but watch this. It stops. It stops, and then I can do that. So if I'm doing loader work and I just really need to be moving forward and reverse, I can do that real easy with this tractor. If you really want to stop, you push that thing down, and that really puts the brake on. So, ready? I'm going to put it into that neutral position, and it's going to stop me. It puts the brakes on. It's an automatic. I really, really, really like this tractor a lot. That's why I'm going to sell my other tractors, because tractors like this are just unreal. As long as you know how to treat them, you'll have long-lasting service life. Use good oils. Don't use Tractor Supply crap. Use John Deere oil, or use a quality synthetic engine oil, synthetic blend engine oils, to keep these engines clean, burning, and running the way they're supposed to. I'm using Stanadine fuel treatment to keep my EGRs clean and functioning. So, yeah. Oh, and I did forget one thing. On the front, the lift arms in the front, I don't have a PTO shaft up there. But I'm currently looking for a gearbox. So if someone has a gearbox lying around and wants to sell it, I would be more than willing to purchase the front PTO gearbox. Now watch this. I'm pulling up to the building here. I'm not going to put my foot on the clutch. I'm not going to put my foot on the brake. I'm just going to throw it into reverse and back up. And this transmission is designed to do that.